Hi AP Bio, it's Mrs. Hellinger again. All right, last video, I'm going to try to re-explain countercurrent exchange. So remember, one of the things that was important about homeostasis was to keep the body warm. So it's very important to keep the core of the body warm, the brain of the body warm, but there are times that animals are exposed to very extreme temperatures. So for example, the Canada goose, although the body is warm, the feet and the legs are exposed to cold water and to ice. So how does it keep its body warm so it can maintain this good homeostasis without, cooling its body off too much because of, its feet resting on the ice? Well, it's because of the way the arteries and veins are organized in its legs. And because of this, there's this countercurrent exchange, which is when heat transfers between two areas. And so you can see on this diagram that the heat is going from high to low. And it's just like solutes, just like diffusion. So we have a higher temperature here of 35 degrees and a lower temperature here in the vein. So the heat transfer is going to go from high to low. And as you move down the leg, this is a little blow up here of this leg, 30 degrees is higher than 27, so the heat is going to transfer over to the vein. And you can see that happening all along here. 10 is higher than 9, so heat will transfer in that direction. Now the beauty of this is that the artery is taking blood from the warm body. So this is warm blood from the body, goes into the legs. And it enters at about 35 degrees. By the time it gets down close to the ice, it's already at 10. Well, you certainly don't want 10 degrees to then go straight back up into the body, because that would cool the body down way too much. It would be much better if what returned to the body was close to this 35 degrees. And if you look here, because of this transfer of heat across from artery to vein, by the time the blood goes back up and returns to the body, it's at 33, which is pretty darn close to 35. And that's easy to heat up just by doing metabolism. There's heat left over from metabolism, and so much easier to keep the body warm if what comes back from, being out on the ice is 33 degrees. So the blood that returns from the legs through the vein is slightly cooler than when it left the body. So slightly cooled blood returns to body after exposure to cold temperatures. Does that make sense? I hope. So what you have going out of the body is 35 degrees. It drops in temperature, but the whole time it's transferring heat to the veins. And so what's returning back into that goose is close to 33, which is not a bad situation. So pretty good adaptation for being in a cold climate and keeping your body warm. Again, I hope this helps, and you can ask me questions on Monday.